In a world where nothing is as it seems, where that which is known is only that which is discovered, comes one man, searching for what his soul is craving. He's not angry, he's just misunderstood. This is not a caveman. This...
Is this thing on?
This is Joe Craveman.
Hi, I'm Joe Craveman. I've been trying to satisfy my soul craving for some time now. You can read all about it on my blog, joecraveman.com. And please feel free to comment on it too while you're there. Maybe you can even help me out. Seriously, I could really use some help. Is anybody out there?
This fall, be the first to witness the evolution of the soul. Be the first to witness Joe Craveman.
Does life even make any sense? How am I supposed to get through my daily routine? Garbage in, garbage out, and not even ask why? Why am I here? What is the meaning of all this? And truth? Don't even get me started on the truth. If none of this means anything at all, what does it matter what is truth and what is false anymore? But I'm starting to ramble. Do you have any idea what all this might mean?
Yeah. Is this how Hello again, my name is Joey Craveman. I hope someone's paying attention to this web blog because I had a terrible day today. I feel like I lost my best friend, or maybe he lost me on purpose.
I want to be somebody.
I want to have a purpose.
I want to be new.
I want to be important.
I want to be made.
I want to have a destiny.
I want to change.
Change. I want to be made.
I want to be made.
Yeah, so the big CCC Bago tournament is just a few days away, and today Coach kind of gave us a little pregame speech, to get us all fired up.
So I'm counting on you to do what it takes to get those tickets, to get those TVs. I want to see this whole group parading around with giant flat screen TVs. All right? I want to see you dancing on the despair of others who have not won, who do not get the TVs. All right? I want you to actually break that TV to show them how awesome you are. That as good as this prize is, I am awesomerish.
All things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again. What has been done will be done again.
And even if things do work out just as you hoped it would and worked for, it can't totally end our soul's craving even then. See, Solomon says this, he says, "No man knows when his hour will come. As fish are caught in a cruel net, or birds are taken in a snare, so men are trapped by evil times that fall unexpectedly upon them." Pretty encouraging words, huh? He's saying there's no guarantees we're not going to fall prey to some senseless tragedy, and we've seen it happen, things we can't explain. Some people understandably wonder why Ecclesiastes is in the Bible at all. I mean, it seems so bleak. But I don't think it's really so much bleak as it is unflinchingly honest about the depth and intensity of our longing for craving and our craving for meaning in life. And I think it being in the Bible tells us that, God is not offended or put off by our struggles and our wonderings and our doubts and our questions.
Today I asked Sam if he could play after school. Sam and I have been best friends since we were babies. We always play after school. He said he couldn't. He said he had to do some chores around the house, like shampooing the carpets, cleaning the bathtub, and changing the furnace filter. Just the usual chores, he said. But now I think he was lying all along. I went home alone today, and I sat on the couch for a while trying to think of something to do without Sam. So I started staring out the window, and you wouldn't believe what I saw. It was Sam. He was walking with Jane from next door. I can't believe my best friend lied to me for a girl. I lost my trust in him today. If you can't trust your friends, then who can you trust? Nobody, I guess. That's all I have to say about today. I doubt anyone's listening anyway. This is Joey Craveman, signing off.
It's meaningless. All of it, straight up. But see, you don't have to take my word for it. See, there's this king back in the Old Testament, king of Israel. Wisest king that ever lived. Anybody want to take a stab at his name? Say it out. Solomon, King Solomon. Now, King Solomon was like Hugh Hefner, Albert Einstein, and like Bill Gates, all rolled up into one man. I mean, he had it going on. And he was the wisest man who ever lived.
But after chasing all this stuff and climbing all these ladders and hitting the top, meaningless is not his conclusion. See, Solomon can't solve the riddle of the meaning of life, but the wisest man in the world does say what to do in the face of our insatiable craving for meaning. And it's in these words right here.
Hi, my name is Paul Martin. This is my wife, Kathy.
We have 2 kids, Ben and Rachel, aged 12 and 10, and we've been coming to CCC for about 3 years.
We had attended church, went to church more, I think, out of obligation than really any fulfillment. And we had both been searching for a different, just more meaning. And we wanted to have a deeper relationship with God and just weren't getting that. First time I heard about Community Christian Church was from a neighbor. They had invited us before, and we weren't really quite ready at the time, but then over time we decided, let's give it a try.
It seemed kind of weird because we came from a pretty traditional church background, but right away I loved it because it was joyful and refreshing, and it was just exciting to hear the Bible taught in a different way. Our kids have just loved coming to CCC, where before we would have to fight with them to go to church or go to their religious education classes, and now every weekend they just love going, and they've even joined in Kid City to be worship leaders, and they look forward to that. And they've also just grown so much in their faith in terms of knowing so much more about God, knowing more about the Bible, and they just love it.
In March of last year, Kath and I both got baptized by Jeff and Pam Haynes, who were our neighbors that introduced us to this church. So it was kind of a cool day. It was an awesome day for us.
It took us a long time to get to that point, but once we finally did, and we looked around at who of our friends that we would want to be like, or who that we thought had a really good spiritual life, and we chose to try their church, and we haven't looked back since.
The last 3 years for us have literally changed our lives, and I credit most of it to CCC and its people for helping us find our way back to God. It's been awesome.